Alright, let's get Dino transformed. So what you want to do to start off with is you want to pull on these things to pull it forward and then push on it in order to be able to untap this from in here. Rotate this all the way forward. The transformation can be a little bit annoying if you don't know what you're doing, so let's hope I do. Anyway, what you want to do then is you want to basically rotate this piece out and then rotate the arms forward like so that you can rotate this around and then also flip up this piece here. We'll deal more with that later, because now what you want to do, carefully unfold this whole thing, because this whole piece is made out of clear plastic. Who thought that was a good idea is beyond me, but like, that is it. Afterwards, you want to take the doors and flip them out. Flip the under part of the doors out. Obviously, once again, be careful. Clear plastic, you know how it goes. Rotate the arms around. Rotate the arms around. And then what you want to do is you want to... Kind of forgot the order of operations on how this was supposed to go. Anyway, what you want to do with this is you want to basically rotate this so that it sits like so. Rotate the arm until it sits like so. Then what you want to do is you want to double hinge it here inwards. Double hinge it here inwards. Rotate the fist, because there's a tab on the fist or in the hand that will slot into the other fist, obviously. After that, what you want to do, you want to rotate this up. Take the wheel and rotate it up and in on itself. Tab this whole front piece here together. Keep the doors out of the way, and then take the hands, and obviously you want to align the tabs and slots and tap this whole segment together as well. Now I will say something before we continue on, and that is the fact that the weapons can actually store in here. As you can see in there, there are 2 slots right there. You can take the weapon, store it in there. I'm not gonna do that because I think that actually messes with certain things. So personally, I'm not gonna do it, and I'm talking about clearance for the bottom. Then what you want to do with this is, well, let's start with the legs first. You want to take this piece here, the hip piece, and pull it out like so. Then fold in the foot, rotate the leg around like so. And then what you want to do is you want to basically take this head piece here and go under here, which can be a little bit of an annoyance, but basically push back on this in order to get this around like so. Then rotate this around, or rotate the other leg around, and get that all situated like so. Then for the next bit, what you want to do is close up the doors. And there is a little tab here on the foot that goes into that slot right there. So you want to take this and tab that in, and then there are also obviously tabs and slots here that need to go under. So just after that, just close up the door like so. Do the same thing on the other side. So tab in, and then afterwards close up the door. You know how it goes. It's a classic one if it wants to work at all, which I'm so scared to do this sometimes because of the fact of it being made out of clear plastic, but there you go. And then finally, actually technically this is going to cause a little bit of a problem, but anyway, you want to rotate this piece around, rotate it down, and there are actually tabs here that need to go in here as well. So basically you want to take this and just push it in between here. How did you get out then? There you go. And smash it all together like so. And then after a little bit, here we have Dino in his vehicular form. So let's get Dino back into his robotic mood. So time for that annoyance to happen. So what you want to start off with is very simple. You want to basically push on this in order to untab it from in here. I like to just get this thing out first. Rotate this thing around and push it all the way up like so. Then afterwards, what you want to do is I like to push back on the wheel a little bit in order for the doors to easier untap, even though it already happened because of this whole mess. But just push back on the wheel a little bit in order to untap this little tabby right here. That will allow you to open up the doors. Then also, I guess you could fold up this piece here as well. I don't know why that exists, but whatever. Afterwards, what you want to do with the legs, you want to basically take them, rotate them out and around. Then afterwards, you can get this whole thing out from in here as well. Take this piece here and push it more towards the front. Then afterwards, what you can do here is you can just push these side pieces in. Take this, rotate the leg around, fold down the foot, rotate the leg around. You know how it goes. And there you go. We'll deal more with this later because now we got to deal with this piece here. So what you want to do here is you want to basically take this and slide it down here. Then you want to rotate this around. Take the arm, rotate it around. Like to rotate it slightly. Push it back on the double hinge because as you can see here, it's double hinged. You want to push back so that it sits straight. And then also rotate the hand as well. maybe the other way around, I don't know. We'll figure out how the arms are really supposed to rotate later, obviously. I like to just, you know, just do stuff and then we'll deal with it later. But then you can push this all the way down, which will allow you to also kind of fold this in. Get this out of the way. Like so. Then after that, what you want to do is you want to rotate this whole piece here around, like so. Now we come to the folding up part. I like to do this part a lot. However, it is clear plastic, so I would recommend some caution. So rotate this around carefully. Carefully rotate this around. And then afterwards, what you want to do with this whole thing, fold this down, is you want to basically get this in and just... Actually, you know what? Don't fold this piece in yet. Not all the way anyway. Because what you want to do is you want to rotate this in like so. Like this, and then you fold this over, and then there is a tab right there that goes to that slot right there. So basically what you want to do with this is you want to get this whole thing straightened out, then push this back and tab it in. It didn't want to tab in for me, and now we can rotate the arms around because they were indeed backwards, as I had a small suspicion about. Then rotate the door wings down as well. Push the collar here backwards in order for it to fully sit flush. Obviously fold out the feet again if it folded in. And then here we have good old-fashioned Dino Man himself back in his robotic mood.